Greetings and salutations, Tube Dwellers. Your host, the Mad Bag here. No professional Starcraft today. It is still going to be a replay, but this is going to be one of my games. I finally have one that I feel like was, it was fun to play. When I got done with it, I had a deep sigh, and I said, oh man. My opponent, you ask? Why, this Diamond Zerg player right here. Redog. The map, Belshir Vestige LE. A diamond level Zerg versus Zerg, spawning in the bottom right. Your host, the Red Zerg, the Mad Bag. Pondering always them name changes. Pondering always. My opponent, his opponent, if I were to speak in the third person, DNA X clan, Redog, Red Og, Redog? I don't know, but it's the Blue Zerg. Dude. So ZvZ, we've got a so far not cheesy opening. It looks like we're both doing an Iron Overlord. No spawning pools out yet. No money being banked. 10th drone is in the cooker. A matter of fact, and given that we both just finished an Overlord, I doubt there's even going to be any 10 pool pressure. So we're looking at likely 14 pool-like situations. This is a game that I just now finished playing, so hopefully I'll be able to speak a bit from experience, as I would be able to if I were playing first person. I'll be able to talk a little bit about what I was thinking. I'll try to do some of that. Although I don't want to exclude Redog, the opponent. Oh, and here's the divergence. Okay, so I'm getting a 14 gas. I'm going back up to 14. There goes the spawning pool. He's doing neither. He's going to 15. And putting out a hatchery. So what'll be the follow-up, I wonder? He goes right back up to 15. Okay, that's very, very normal. The most. Staying at 14 is kind of odd. That's like, I want to get the 15 hatch out, but I'm scared, so I'm going to get the pool as fast as possible afterwards. He's going up to 16. This is beginning to get a little bit greedy. This is a one-on-one map. It's not a four-player spawn. There goes the spawning pool out first. So if we look at the gas lead, I'm going to start Ling speed here in about 10 seconds. He's not going to be able to start it for, I think, about a minute 30. Yeah, about a minute 30. When the gas goes down, the gas takes about 30 seconds, actually exactly 30 seconds. It takes about a minute to harvest the 100 gas. One geyser harvesting with 3 miners will get you 100 gas a minute, so there's a minute 30. I'm going to have a huge Ling advantage, or a Ling speed advantage on him specifically. I do poke in, I see the early hatch, I see that it's a 15 hatch. I can easily compare to my hatch timing, and note that there's a lot more health here, so that's a lot earlier than mine. So it's, I went a pool first build, I actually went a gas first build, but I went a pool before hatchery. So it's definitely something other than that. It's definitely a hatchery way earlier than pool. Not that I know the timing specifically to know exactly that it was a 15 hatch, but I know at least that it was a really early one. A kind of greedy one. And this is kind of interesting. Okay, that was just for, both of those were just for food cap, because this Overlord's a little delinquent, it looks like. I was saying, though, before, going all the way back up to 16 and then throwing the pool down at 16 on a 1 versus 1 map. 10 pools are kind of popular on these maps. They're not very popular on 4-player maps, 4 spawn maps, because you got to scout your opponent out. But on this map, he would not have made the timing for 6 or 8 Zerglings walking into his base had I 10 pooled, and it's not an uncommon build. I can't necessarily say that it's the average, but it happens plenty. My speed's about to finish, his has just begun. Looks like as of right now I've got about an 80-second lead on it. And, oh man, we see some Zerglings being pooled. I wonder. Quick jump, he was moving his Lings around, I'm not sure. He would have seen it on his minimap because his Overlord's in good position. It blocks this just right so that Lings can come around. I'm not totally sure that he actually saw it, though. He is building 10 Zerglings of his own, so I may have to assume so. Considering that I have 14 Zerglings, it's going to be really close. Here it begins. Zergling on Zergling aggression. My god, have I lost one yet? I don't think I've lost one. I haven't lost a Zergling yet. A Queen goes down. We're also getting some drones. We're going to run into the main. His Zerglings have come out, so he's actually got enough to defend this. It looks like I'm going to try to focus on drones in the main. Oh, I didn't even get a single one. I did get a couple drones out at the natural still. A couple Lings look like they've been left to to their death. In killing a couple drones and in building less lings than he did, oh man, holy crap, that's a lot of zerglings. I did see that in the match, and I did see that his speed finished right there. My vision hung around just long enough. So now I know that speedlings are coming. My baneling nest is not done yet. I am building speedlings of my own. Right before it lands, though, let's take a look at this drone count. 29 to 19, my god, I've got a 10 drone lead. I built a lot less zerglings than he did. Let's see if this is going to work out for me. That's dangerous. He's got a lot of zerglings on me, super cost-effective trades. He's getting banelings right here in my main. Oh my, the zergling count's in, and it is large. We have a queen going down immediately. No drones yet. There the drones go. Oh, the losses are huge. This is too early to take account, but he has already killed a lot more drones than me. He still has a lot more zerglings than me in the base. Now, I do have rallies coming out. He's going to get another queen, though. Actually, no, he came off the queen at the last second. She's really close, but it looks like, oh, he's got more zerglings right out in front. I do not have what I need to deal with this. My drone count is still a little bit ahead of his, but my army count is in a huge deficit. Looks like he's going to think about going for the natural, but a spine and some banelings going to scare him up. Yes! Beautiful baneling hit. Oh, the losses stack up. They're actually still somewhat comparable, and he's got rallies coming in. He's building so many more zerglings than me. Larva injects being missed by my queens is really putting my production down. And what? I had some drones finish in there? My god, I got all the way back up to 31, but this is nasty. He's killing drones again. Oh no. Oh man, drones getting sacrificed to banelings. It looks like he was happy to trade. Luckily it was only about 2 drones there. I still retain a drone lead. Huh. This is really close. He's got more lings. Oh, and he's chewing on the drones yet again. He's morphing banelings right out in front. It looks like I'm thinking about using my own banelings against him. He's going to take out another queen. Oh, two banelings blow up on 2 banelings. And here we go. Again, more zerglings. He's rallying in, though. My drone count, it's finally dropped below his. It's 17 to 19. Oh, man. And I don't even know that I'm going to clean this up. My god, more zerglings. I'm getting out some zerglings of my own. He's morphing banelings of his own. It looks like I've finally got a higher zergling count. On the map, no, but right here in this position, yes. Oh, the banelings finished. There's almost too much action for me to even commentate each step. Oh, man. A baneling over there. More drones. Set to fail. Set to die. Oh, man. I'm delaying. I'm down to delay tactics. Jesus. It looks like I'm going to get a couple kind of nice little trades here. Oh, and more production pops off. But still, more stream. You see a constant flow of blue coming across the map. This shit is crazy. Some banelings coming in. I've got just a couple zerglings on him. Some nice pullbacks. He's totally forgotten about this baneling, it looks like. Really fortunate for me. We're kind of leveling out. He's got a huge food advantage. The worker count is actually 20 to 19. It looks like I've been able to slip out a worker here and there. But he's taking a huge lead here. He's finally going to slow the pressure down and get a lot of workers. I get another beautiful baneling hit, and it looks like I'm going to be able to defend this. God, it's so close. He does still have a baneling in the corner. That looks like it's going to remind him. Oh, the baneling detonates. I come out. 1 ling in the lead, a 9 health, 3 kill ling. Oh my. Have a baneling blow up on the last 4 zerglings out front, and the aggression has finally stopped. Wow. What in the hell? Ling Bane, intensity, and nobody died. Craziness. So drone count, 30 on 28. He actually doesn't have that big of an advantage. He's got a couple other leads, though. He's got a Roach Warren coming down. He's got 2 queens. It looks like he missed some injects in that, but of course I did as well. I'm going to scout in there. I'm going to see that he doesn't have a big army and that he is building a Roach Warren. I don't know if I saw that on the camera, but I did click on that. And oh wow, if I could get a drone kill with that. No. Not going to be a superhero zergling, just a very cost-effective one. What am I saying? 3 kills, surviving part of a baneling blast, and then getting a full scout of a base. He was definitely a superhero. So his lair started. Wow, his advantages are in numbers here. His lair's ahead of mine. His Roach Warren finished before mine. We're actually on equal drone count. I've been able to catch back up with him, and I have a few zerglings and 2 banelings right now. So it looks like I'm feeling a little bit safe with that tiny bit of army. You know what I said? I caught up, and then he popped some more drones right back out. 37 to 33. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. He's got 5 drones up here on this gas. So this is effectively 35 drones. He's taken all 4 gases, though, and I scouted the Roach Warren. All 4 gases doesn't really indicate some kind of roach oriented composition unless he's whipping out 2 evolution chambers right now. And he's not. He's already got a ton of gas. And he's mining it. The evolution chambers are either too late or he has something else in mind. A little bit of combat going on with an Overlord out here. His third comes out faster than mine. My God. The advantages are many. It looks like I am going to go the double evolution chamber route. Just now getting them both up. I don't have the gas. It's a little misappropriated. Getting the geysers up. I now have 4 up myself. And there it is. Okay. He starts the Spire. So, fake out. I scout Roach Warren. He does nothing with it. He's literally not even building a single Roach. He's getting another Spine Crawler. Very good for this Muta style. You should drone up hard and then turn quite a few of them into Spine Crawlers. And, of course, you can't afford some Zerglings. Banelings, you got to try to be skimpy on. You want all this gas going into the Spire. And that's what he's going to do. Now, I've got 1-1 on the way. And I've got the Roach Warren down. My lair's finished. Let's see if any other lair techs come out of this. There's Roach Speed. Aha, and there's the Hydralisk Den. Good deal. I'm also getting an Overseer Cocoon. It looks like that didn't happen immediately when the lair came up. Not my top priority, but a priority anyway. He's building up a nice little Ling count here. Oh man, my Overseer's not in action. I'm still about 3 behind on the drones. That's not really effectual right at this moment, though, because we're both, and actually I catch up right there. We're both in a position where we're not mining off a third, but he's getting ready to be. And that's bad news bears for me. He's going to scout in, he's going to see everything, and here comes my scout. I do see a finished Spire. It's always scary. And now the Spore Crawlers are going down. It looks like about 2 in each base. This side over here still looks a little bit vulnerable. And the Hydralisk Den is done. I'm not producing any yet, though, am I? I don't see any in the cooker. Oh, okay, I'm trying to run some Zerglings and Banelings in over here. It doesn't look like it's going to work out. I did see the Mutalisks there, though. I know they're on the map. And it actually looks like, okay, there the Hydralisks come. Can you tell I was expecting them? The third is down for me so much later than his. I don't know. He didn't have a scout over there, so I don't know that he's going to be able to see that. He does have a really small number of Mutalisks. I like that he's not trying to dart into my main immediately. 5 can pick off a Queen if there's no other air defense there, but they can't really deal with a Spore Crawler. 2 Queens there. If one has enough energy for a Transfuse or 2, they can't really deal with that. You lose too many Mutas for it to be worth it. So in the meantime, he's just going to run around and pick off Overlords. It doesn't look like it's supply capped me yet. I'm a little bit ahead of my supply cap, actually. I'm about 2 Overlords up. But there, another one goes. I'm building 2 more. I got to stay way ahead of my cap if I want to... and actually, I take an Overlord out of his with my Hydralisks at my front, supply cap him. That's kind of funny. He does now scout the third when it's about to finish. He's getting a lot of damage done on it. Almost gets it down to half health. He's going to be scared of the Hydras. I'm not sure 6 Hydras is enough to... fight off these 11 Mutas, and now 14 Mutas. But he's definitely going to play it safe, and that's all right with me. I'm not going to gripe about that. And my God, his drone saturation, let's count it. He's building 11. He's already ahead of me. This is so nasty. We're actually even on the food count, which I think means that my army is a little bit bigger than his. By supply, we can see it there. It's in a solid 15 or so food. His worker supply is a solid 10 above mine, though, and those solids are all that he would need to liquefy my ass. He now has a third, fully saturated, just poking around his saturation here. The main's a little undersaturated, but that's okay, because it's also close to running out. So a lot of times, it's okay to undersaturate just so it runs out a little bit slower. Especially since his economy is a lot better than mine. Mine's just now starting to pick up on this third. He has 80 drones. I have 60. Oh God, I am getting 2-2. Since he went over to these Mutas, and especially since he upgraded them, his ground upgrades are really slow. He's only got 1 evolution chamber. It is researching armor. He's got the infestation pit. It doesn't look like he's chosen to do anything with this yet. And he's taken a 4th base. Jesus. Epic macro mode. A matter of fact, he's macroing so hard that his army count is kind of staying low, and it's keeping his food supply a little lower than mine. He also hasn't upgraded Roach Speed. He's going straight into Zergling upgrades, actually. He's got +1 melee, and he's getting the Carapace. Oh, man. I'm building my infestation pit. And, oh, is he going to take it out? He does take it out. I don't even get a Mutalisk for it. Jesus. Taking a look at the losses. Ah, wow. I am really surprised to see that the losses are mostly even in cost. If we look at the spending, wow. That looks surprisingly even, too. I've spent more on the technology. He's spent a little bit more in his army. And then he's spent a little bit more in economy. That's all very surprising to see. Oh, he's trying to take out my spawning pool. It looks like I just now realized that my infestation pit had got taken out. I didn't even know it. I'm just now starting it up. And I'm starting a spawning pool as well. Wow. That was a Zergling counterattack that died very easily. He's got plenty of spines. I'm sick of my base getting attacked by a Mutacluster. I noticed that it's decent size. It's not getting a lot bigger, so this is probably overzealous, honestly. 2 extra spores up there on the front, but it should make the main safe. Disallow him from picking off tech buildings. If I say go to move out, and here it comes. It looks like he did get the hive. It's finished. He's getting adrenal glands. He's getting pathogen glands. It's almost finished. He's getting an Ultralisk cavern. And he is getting roach speed as well. So his upgrades have finally went into man mode. He's going to try to counterattack over here to my third. My army's getting in position. You know the route I took? I'm not sure he knows about this. He's seen little bits crossing the map. So if he's watching his mini-map, and then he knows I'm staging for something, he knows I've sent a lot of units up there. But I'm not totally sure how aware he is of this. Oh, this has got to be aimed to see my army, and I wonder. He just got attacked there. He's got to know this is coming. I've got a couple Hydralisks out there. That's going to scare him off. My army here is much larger than his. My army on the whole map is bigger than his, but keep in mind that he's got mutas that are not in this fight right now. They're trying to cross the map. My upgrades are far superior, 2-2 to 1 armor, and holy crap, he evacuates, which is great. He gets a lot of drones out. I would say that's basically all the drones there, but he's going to lose that third. That's not terrible. He's got a... Oh my god, the saturation everywhere is really good for him. He's got another third up, so his income is not really going to be hurt by this. It is hurt a little bit, but that's just while these drones are in transition. Once they land, you're going to see his income's basically the same as mine. I've got almost full saturation on that third. Don't have a fourth coming out yet. He's immediately going to try to reestablish that, and Ultralisks are on the field. My god. He's getting a +2 melee, but so far his upgrades are still really weak, especially considering he has a melee damage upgrade, and he's got a lot of roaches. He does not have a range damage upgrade. It looks like I was trying to split my forces up. This is dangerous. A couple get fungled. He's going to get a great trade on that, but it looks like my concave is coming together a little too well. He's going to have to back off. And here I'm setting the split up again. And here you see why. I'm going to send just a part of my force up here to try to ensure that that base stays dead. And the rest I'm going to... Is this sloppiness? I'm going to be sloppy with the rest of my forces. Just a couple Hydralisks. It looks like I'm going to back off. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, Hydra gets taken out. And he trades for an Ultra. It was a low health Ultra, but still. Awesome little trade there. 1 Hydra for 1 Ultra. I take the base out again. I didn't kill the drone. That's dangerous. He could just rebuild that. He's got a decent little bank right now, too. The food supplies are fairly even. He's got so many more drones than me, though. The army count is larger. Wow, I don't know how that works out. The army value is larger, I should say. And that's probably just because of his technology. Oh, no! I'm not sure I'm watching this. This is a terrible concave. I'm getting fungled. And Ultra did filter to the front and get taken out. I think my upgrades are actually still working really well for me. But he's just got too much, and he had too good of a position, especially with the fungal growth being used and knowing that he has more. I'm really lucky I was able to get some of my forces out. And convergence, some rallies come up from the front. His army is falling. Again, the concave favors me. He gets off a decent fungal on those Hydras. The damage especially is really effective against them. And he's going to burrow. Huh. Can't really do anything about that immediately. I'm going to have to sit and wait that one out. And it looks like he's looking at me. Check this vision out. He sees everything there. He sees that my army's setting on him. If he got one other infester up here, he could get a really good fungal on that. And maybe even do a couple chain fungals and then unburrow. And he'd be in a pretty good spot. Let's get an update on the upgrades. He is getting +1 ranged. Oh, his upgrades are all over the place. Here come my overseers. I can finally pick this stuff off. I am real close to having 3-3 finished. He's getting chitinous plating, but his upgrades just are not there. Most of his forces are working with like 1 carapace. That base is close to being established again. Oh, wait a second. Ultralisks Coming from the left side, what the hell? Does that mean, is that rallies? Is there a base? And for the first time, I spot out that he's actually on a whole nother base. Now that's going to be forfeit, and I'm even going to push into the third and take it again. The upgrades are paying in spades. So much damage being done to him. So fast. And now it's Ultralisks with no Infestor support. These upgrades are melting his technology. I'm even going to push in on this other side. Oh! And with the self-defecation, he's going to beat himself up. I'm going to tell him no. No, this was a hell of a game. Just that it lasted beyond the early game. Just that my little attack in on him didn't kill him. And that his counterattack didn't kill me. It was a really closely matched game. And here I'm describing sniping out the third. I guess I didn't necessarily notice exactly how big of an upgrade advantage I had. I would have never won on your position, he says. Well, I'm not sure I would most of the time either. Although, I don't know. Yeah, there he says it. My upgrades are crap. I do have 3-3. And GG! He calls it. He's out the game. And holy hell, what a match. I can't say that I've had many long matches lately. I haven't had many matches that get up to Hive Tech. Look at this time supply capped. He had mutas and sniped overlords out for a while, and I was supply capped for under 20 seconds throughout that entire match. That's kind of awesome. Anyway, as I was saying, I haven't had a whole lot of long matches lately. I've had matches ended early. I've had matches that's just, you know, one push and done. He's workers active. Honestly, this little hump of workers active is what saved me in the early game. I had such a huge worker lead on him early that taking huge damage from him allowed me to just stay on his coattail. Just barely hang in there. And eventually the upgrades won me out, although it's kind of cool to see that my army was really close to his throughout this whole time too. Alright, well that's going to be it for this video, folks. Thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more. There's always more right around the corner. See you later.